Today we will learn about cognitive based learning difficulties. Students in the classroom face sometimes very difficult to learn, and this is due to some disorders. These disorders are due to neurological processing. Learning disabilities are due to genetic and or neurobiological factors that alter brain functioning in a manner which affects one or more cognitive processes relating to learning. Actually, learning disability is a condition which rises in learning difficulties and often not associated with physical disability. These problems interfere with learning basic skills like reading, writing, calculating, and sometimes higher level skills such as organization, time planning, abstract reasoning, long or short term memory, attention, etc. It is important to realize that learning disabilities can affect an individual's life beyond academics and can impact relationships with family, friends in the workplace too. Since difficulties with reading, writing, or maths are recognizable problems, and in during the school years, the symbols or symptoms or signs of learning disabilities are most often diagnosed during this time. However, some individuals do not receive an evaluation until they are in post secondary education or adults in the workforce. There are too many types of specific cognitive based learning disabilities. Some of them are NVLD, non-verbal learning disability. One is auditory processing disorder and is called APD. One is language processing disorder. Another one is visual perceptual or visual motor deficit. One of uh, them is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD. Dyslexia, dyscalculia, dysgraphia, and dyspraxia are too common we know about this. We will learn today all these in depth. First of all, what is NVLD? NVLD means non-verbal learning disability. Actually, NVLD is a disorder where a person feels trouble to interpret non-verbal cues like facial expressions or body language and may have poor coordination. These all can result in academic, social, and also emotional challenges. Contrary to this disorder, these children often possess good verbal skills and do well in their primary school days. Sometimes it becomes more difficult to detect their disability up to middle or high school as they are very good in verbal skills and their rote memory. As they move up, comprehensions becomes very challenging for them. What are the symptoms of NVLD children? In NVLD children, they talks a lot but says a little. It means in their talks, lengthy talks, there are very less information. They do not focus on details but misses the main idea. They fails to read facial expressions, gestures, or other non-verbal ideas. They are socially very awkward. They confuse abstract concepts, yet they can recall sequences. Now, what are the assets of these children? A remarkable rote memory is seen in NVLD type children. Uh, they strong auditory retention. They have strong auditory retention and also tend to learn best via listening. This is very important feature among them, that they tend to learn best via listening. But what are the deficits among them? They have very weak visual spatial abilities, very weak visual discrimination abilities, and very poor organization skills. They have impaired fine motor skills. They have problems with mathematical reasoning, and they also feel difficult with interference and abstract reasoning. So, uh, what treatment should be there for them? Actually, there is no medical treatment for NVLD. Only strategies and interventions can help them. So, what a teacher must do in the class for these children? Very clear oral instructions should be given, and also in parents meeting, parents should be advised to give them very clear oral instructions. Adults should monitor their peer relationships because they are very weak or they are very poor in their social organizations. Provide training in social skills developments. A teacher should make the strategy how to provide the social skills develop training for social skills development among these types of children. Due to poor visual spatial ability, these children sometimes sidelined in physical activities and sports. So, what should a teacher have to do? Some physical activities must be organized for them, and they have to uh, counsel to participate in such activities. It may be according to their interest, like swimming, running, or any other activity, physical activity. Then encourage self confidence and self esteem among them. Homework should focus on mastery of concepts. A teacher should notice that while assigning them homework, he should focus on mastery of the concepts for these children. A teacher have to monitor the written work as they have very weak handwriting skills also, and teach them how to organize the information. Be patient as they are very slower in their processing speed. Teach them social skills and provide them opportunity to join a group. So children, teacher have to recognize the symptoms of these type of children and make a strategy for them in the classroom. The another type is ADHD. What is ADHD? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. This is a condition in which a person faces difficulty to pay attention. So he fails to focus on any type of task. He tends to act without thinking. So these types of children are unable to control their impulses. What are the symptoms of the children having ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder? The most uh, symptoms seen among these type of children are hyperactivity, impulsivity, and inattention. These children are very, very, very active, and thus they do careless mistakes in their work. They can't sustain attention even in conversation, and also in their play, any type of play, in the playground or they're playing during the break. Um, Sometimes when teacher assign them lengthy reading, they also uh, feels very difficult to sustain attention. So inattention is a basic symptom seen in these type of children. They feel they feel problems organizing tasks, especially sequencing or ordering things, because they are always in very hurry. Their work is very messy, and poor time management so often fails to meet deadline. They dislike work which requires sustained mental effort. Um, they are unable to sit still even when there is a calm environment. Excessive physical movement is seen among them. Uh, and when they are in queue, they feel very um, they are unable to wait their turn, you know. So interrupting conversation also, and though they don't have any sense of danger. So uh, they are, because they are hyperactive, and their social interactions are very poor. Mood swings and irritability have been seen among them. They are extremely impatient, so they are unable to deal with stress. What are the causes behind it? Genetics, environmental, and developmental causes are behind it. And what are the treatment for these type of children? Some cognitive behavioral therapy may be given to them. Um, Family counseling, skill training, and attention focusing training may be given to them. So these are the uh, two